Yes, indeed, it is 2026. And I'm in depth 3 again. So, will I get to depth 4? Will I care? Will I be able to do it? And will I care to do it? We'll see. But I'm curious to see what it's going to feel like now. That's the number one thing, anyway. If it turns out to still feel too difficult to be fun, then at least I've got back here again. And in some ways, I think it was easier than the last time. The only reason why I still might have had more trouble with it is because of the new stuff that I'm not as good at yet. And I think it's just harder anyway. The from the DLC. So if this was, I feel like if I'd been playing that with that relic that I like so much back when I was last playing Deep of Night, I feel like I would have had a much easier time getting through depth 2 at least. I'm pretty sure of that. Okay, all right. So should I just go straight into it? Got the Everdark Sovereigns have cycled out again, so no Salvation Standard bearers at the moment. We've just got these 3 now, which is cool that you've got 3 still to fight if you want to do these. I'm still wondering, are we going to get a Dreadlord, harder version of Dreadlord, or Hellstorm? Are they going to do that, or is that just not a thing? Seems a bit weird to me, but we'll see. We'll see what they have planned for the game in the future. All right. I don't think there's anything I need to change. I was messing around with some stuff with my sets last night as well, after the stream. Nothing really with Executor, but the other characters. Oh yeah, that's one thing. I put the music back on. Good thing I remembered to do that. Yeah. Well, here we go. Let's just do it. Let's just get into it. What could possibly go wrong? Hope I'm not just. Well, I think that can't happen, can it? But hopefully, I'm not just kicked into depth 2 again straight away. Sentient Pest. Okay, again. I mean, should I use Flaming Strike? Maybe I should, but it would be smart in some ways, at least, wouldn't it, to use Flaming Strike? It's just then I'm gonna miss the Balancer's Relic and the having Unsheath and stuff. So it really is just like, do I want the whole run to be easier generally because I have Unsheath and the Balancer's Relic, which is just really good all around, or do I want the actual Night Lord to be a bit easier, probably, because I'm going to be able to do a lot more damage to them, much easier. Because last time it was fine, it went reasonably well, didn't it, and stuff, but it really is a tough decision. Because obviously there's no point it is a bit of a tricky one, especially the phase 1, or if this is the Everdark Sovereign version. So it is one of these ones where I think, I don't want to get all the way to the Night Lord, and maybe I've had a really good run, but then I get to the Night Lord, and then suddenly I'm struggling really hard because I don't have good damage against them, you know, so it's kind of a waste then, isn't it? We'll see. Because even if I have like fire grease, that helps, but that's not very reliable always, is it? Especially when, like last time, where I used one, and then right after I use one, the Fallatis just burrows underground. So it's just, yeah, wasting the whole duration of the grease. At least with Flaming Strike, I don't have to worry about that. Feeling very cold all of a sudden. I know, maybe I'm just nervous. Nervous now. I mean, last time I got to depth 3, I actually won my first round with Libra, so... maybe that will happen again. You never know. It's possible. Yeah, fire grease. The other option, I guess, is I actually bring in... I get the rock relic and then say, well, you know, that gives me a good, like... a good kind of ability to... Obviously, I can rot. I can rot the... oh, wait, no, I don't need fire grease, do I? I can rot the... both, you know, I can rot Fallatis, can't I? I can rot Noster as well, I think. If I somehow manage to do that. And, like... And then, you know, if I'm getting poison build up, that's going to give me a damage boost. So that works fairly well, doesn't it, for Noster as well, I would imagine. Hear that singing. Question is how much of this I'm going to be able to do. I've got a stone sword keyhole. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that right now. That was funny. It's like, welcome to depth 3. You're going to have a bad time. Don't tell me one of them stole my fucking boots. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is just like... I just... You know, it's just like... It really is just giving me a horrible time, isn't it? Oh, you... Damn it. Oh, wait. That... Did I still get the runes because they died afterwards? It might have been like that, actually. That's funny. Wait, I'm not sure now. Oh, fuck's sake. It just had to be a red one, didn't it? It really just had to be a red one. Oh! Urgh! Okay, it's whatever. It's fine. Probably. Not really, but sort of. Yeah, that was not a good idea. It's just mean. It's just mean, isn't it? This Demon Knight, you know, sometimes. You know, I'm just like, okay, let's see what's in here. You know, maybe I can take this on at level 3 now, you know. And then it's like, oh, hello there. I'm just going to spring out of nowhere and slam on for you with a one-hit kill. Are you okay with that? No? Well, tough. I'm going to do it anyway. You know, it really just feels like half the time in Deep of Night, you know, it's just like, what can I do? You know, I have to, like, even if I didn't die there, it would have been really kind of I mean, what do I even do? You know, that's the thing. What do I do now? It's just, you know, I would have had to run and do something else. So it's just, I don't know. Like I say, I probably should have just. I feel like those things. I've said it before, really, haven't I? Those camps. Oh, well, fuck that. I don't want anything to do with them right now. Those camps. That's the thing. I got one shot. You know, even if it was a regular one, that probably would have been a bit tough. So I really should not have even bothered, you know, going there. I think at level 3, because it's just, there is a chance that they're going to be red, and especially if they're red, that is a flat one shot. So it's just, you know, that's not worth it in the slightest, is it? No one up here? Okay, I thought there was. But we'll see. Maybe somehow I'll still be able to win this. I doubt it at this point, but it's just, you know, that's the thing, as I said, isn't it? It's like the beginning is almost the hardest part of Deep of Night, you know. The first day tends to be the one where I struggle the most. So, unless I just get an easy boss for the night 1 boss. That wouldn't be a bad thing to have, would it? Then I'm probably just going to lose right then and there. So definitely, you know, now I know if I try to go to one of those places at level 3. I thought I was going to hit both of them with that, but no, that's not how it works. If I try to go to one of those places at level 3 and it's red, then I'm just going to die, you know, and there's not much I can do about it, so it's just not worth it, is it? It's just not a good idea. This is the thing that I kind of just have to learn about, you know, the difference because of playing this mode, yeah, and how it changes the way I have to approach certain areas. But I do kind of think it would be a bad idea anyway to even try to do one of those areas at level 3, but I was just curious to try it, but obviously it really wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to learn a lesson from that, wasn't it? You know, so, oh, you think you can get away with this, you know? I don't know, maybe, thing is I've got fire attack, so the only thing is this might be a good way to get some more runes, but I don't know. I just don't know what else to do right now anyway, so. And at least the first one is pretty simple because you don't have to deal with the dogs. It's going to take a while. But I can't hit them because they don't like to let you have opportunities to hit them very often. This run's already going to shit, so I might as well just do the riskier or more time-consuming thing and hope for the best. Good timing, I guess. Okay, well, I'm level 6, you know, that's like okay-ish. Is there a... Yes, there is. Okay. I want to get that too. Piss off, but let me get up this... Stupid. Well, that helps a little bit. It could make a difference. What do I do now then? What do I do now? Where is the... Yeah, okay, it's up there. Okay, well, it's disappeared. Alright. What was the boss here again? I don't think I even saw, did I? Oh, okay, Red Wolf. Not right now. Or like they can just waste time, can't they, if they want to? So I've already had to deal with a Red Wolf of a different kind. I'm kind of had my fill of Red Wolves for now. Where's the... I can hear it. Where is it? Don't even know where it is. Oh, there it is. Don't know, not really a good first day, but maybe just about I might be able to survive, but not if I die to this guy, that's for sure. Then I'm definitely not going to survive. If only I could still get to level 7, but it's not going to happen now, is it? If I didn't die, I definitely would be level 7. That would have been great. But unfortunately, that's not how things worked out, is it? It's a lesson learned, at least, as I've said, you know. So it's not so bad, at least if I can learn something from it, but just not very nice, that's all. Now I can get to level 7, but it's a bit late. Shit. Fuck. Urgh. Just because this bloody crossbow guy is shooting at me as well. Distracting me. Like, everyone else is like, oh yeah, we'll let you fight one-on-one, you know. We'll give you a fair fight with the Banished Knight. And the crossbow guy's like, hey guys, I've got a crossbow and I want to use it. Can I use my crossbow, please? I think this is our battlefield commander, isn't it? So really this shouldn't be hard, but at level 6 in depth 3 maybe it will be. If I can take all of these guys out with no real problem, I might be fine. On his own, he's not so hard. It's just, you know, what makes it hard is when he's got all this backup. That's the problem. Of course, he gives everyone buffs, so that's not nice either, is it? Come on, just rush at me. You know you want to. And he's like, I can help too. Ideally, I can save my ult, but we'll see if that happens. Just bleed and die already. Okay. All right, that was good. I think I did reasonably well there to survive. Yes, please. That is actually really good for this Night Lord too. Should I go back in and try? I don't know. I mean, it's still red, isn't it? So it's just like, is it even worth the trouble? Half the time with the red bosses, it's just like, I'm not even sure if it's worth bothering to kill them sometimes. I guess, because there is a merchant here. I don't know. I can buy the smith. I can buy Wind and Grace when I go to upgrade this sword to level 2, can't I? +2. But maybe this time around the Gladius raid actually helped me. You know, I might have not been able to get to level 6 otherwise. Oh shit. They really do a lot of damage. I did not think that was gonna get me like that. I really should. It really is like I need like to be at full HP for like every single situation, because so many attacks are just gonna be a one shot at anything less. And I think I've got damage negation at full HP right now, at least like a weak version of it. I don't really want to sit in that depth 3 if I can avoid it. That might save me too. I mean, there is I think a fair difference in the damage things deal from depth 2 to depth 3, along with other things that make it potentially harder. I would not be surprised, as I say, that even if I do get through depth 3 and manage to get to depth 4, you know, I've seen like how much difference stats get even higher and more ridiculous, so thinking a bit about that. This is why I don't like to go into camp to mines. Fucking hell. And to go into mines on day 1, because then sometimes they will be a red guy, and that's not nice. You know, this is like the hardest. Hardest it can ever be, really, isn't it? And this guy shows up. It's like, oh yeah, this is not hard enough, is it? So I'm gonna show up too and help out. Literally, you know, it really is just like, how many hits can you take? It's how many flasks you have, you know. What I don't get about it really sometimes is just like, you know, I almost feel like I need my ult for like every fight, because if I don't have my ult, then what can I even do against some of these guys? You know, it's just not gonna work. Yeah, it's just It's too difficult to be fun. Not that one. Oh, let me lock on to the actual guy. Fucking hell. Okay, well, he's being a complete idiot, so that helps me. Oh, I'm going to use my charging thrust at point blank range, and apparently that works because I can just run into you in a way that looks really jank and doesn't make any logical sense, but it works for some weird reason. At least we're in the circle, so I have time to do this. Like, why are they allowed to do that? It's just, there's no logical sense in why that even works, is there? Really, you know, like, how do you run into someone at point blank? Oh, I think they actually died from the poison. Okay, well that's kind of lucky, I guess. How do you run into someone at point blank range and then somehow manage to do damage to them by, you know, as if you're actually, like, you know, able to sort of run on the spot and somehow have momentum? You know, there's no momentum in the thrust. He's just swinging his legs, you know. That's normally this sort of thing wouldn't annoy me, but it's like, why did he have to do it at that particular situation at that particular time? It really does feel like there's a significant difference, isn't there, between depth 2 and then depth 3 when shit like this happens, especially. If anything, you know what? I think I'm just going to leave the way I came. I don't know. I don't know what to do now. I really don't know if this is smart. Oh wait, I haven't got my fucking runes back, you idiot. Because I don't have 0 runes, I forgot for a second, did I? Where even are my runes? Does one of these enemies have them? Really wasting so much time. Not you, is it? It must be one of these guys. Oh, it's you. It's you who's causing my suffering. Alright. Ugh. That's all I can say about this run, isn't it, really? Just ugh. There's so much wasted time, it's crazy. So many stupid deaths, but this is Deep of Night, and I feel like that's just what it's going to be like. Successive attacks negate damage might save me. There's not much I can say about it, there's not much I can do about it, just have to deal with it and hope for the best. I don't think this is going to be a winning run though. It's too much wasted time. Too much wasted time. I'm going to be like level 10 or something by the end. I mean, I would like more runes, but then I don't want to have to deal with HP drain, given that I basically need to be at full HP for everything to even survive one hit at the moment. And of course it's a red troll. In some ways it's good because it means more runes, but it's just... That's something that doesn't one shot me. Amazing. Group magic damage negation could actually be good as well, couldn't it? Fire and spell rapier is nice, but at this point I just need more. I need to be able to take a hit. Most important thing really is just being able to take a hit, isn't it? It's one thing that is nice about Flaming Strike is it's good for clearing out groups of enemies, which Executor doesn't really do the best at, so that's one thing I do like about having Flaming Strike on him. Even if, you know, I would probably generally prefer Unsheathed most of the time. Better for boss fights at least. Already got that, haven't I? I don't know, we'll see. It's not been the worst run in the world, but it's definitely not the best either. Very far from it. I'm kind of surprised I'm even level 11, so at least I'll be level 12 for the boss, so that's, you know, that's like bare minimum, isn't it? But now I'm dying to this guy for no reason. Why am I doing this? He's actually like hard now as well. And get my flask back at least with the grace. But it's fine. It's fine. No sweat. It wasn't actually a problem. I didn't die. This is a Draconic Tree Sentinel, isn't it? Then I'm sitting in my fancy healing circle. Yay for improved dodging. Not sure if I would have dodged all of that without improved dodging. Yeah, you're not as tough as the one in the mine. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I feel like that one in the mine, you know, if I'd had my ult from the very beginning, I feel like it wouldn't have been a problem, but, you know, I didn't, did I? So it's just... Well, I've got to the Night Lord somehow, so I'm happy about that. This is much further than I thought I was going to get. And maybe I'll still win. Maybe it's possible. I've even got a Wending Grace. Two Wending Graces. My companion jar is moral support. Oh, I didn't think they were going to do that now. What are you doing all these other moves for? It's not what they're supposed to be doing. This is the move they're supposed to do when Power Tisp goes into the stone form. Yeah, just keep hitting each other. Good idea. Yeah, that's a good bleed. Feels like the poison build-up is faster as well. Pretty close. I say, at least I can say if I get poison, I just use my ult, and then the poison just disappears, because that's why it's so good. Like this. I think it's phase 2 time. Yeah, okay. Alright, I haven't died yet. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. It's all good. Everything's going okay. Probably didn't really need these Starlight Shards, to be honest. Maybe I should have bought something else, because I do have taking damage. Restores FP, don't I? So... Okay, now that's working the way I expected to. Not like last time. For some reason they just gave me a really horrible time trying to dodge that. I think it did help though to take Flaming Strike. I think that was the smart thing to do. I think that was the smart decision. You know, it's one of these fights as well, which kind of like, it kind of gets worse the longer it takes. So, you know, especially in phase 1, because there's so much randomness in terms of like, yeah, brilliant. There's so much randomness in terms of like, you know, what they're actually going to do and stuff. Very good. That went quite well indeed. I only used 2 flasks, so I didn't die. So that went much better than expected. The hardest part was, you know, not even the Night Lord, was it? That's the funny thing about it. And there's so much randomness, especially in phase 1, isn't there? So it's just... If Flaming Strike helps me to get through it faster, then that's all good, isn't it? Maybe. Okay. Step 3, come on, it's not so hard. It's not so bad. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm kind of curious. I mean, now that I've won one with Executor, I'm kind of maybe curious to try it with other characters and see if it might feel easier or harder. Because I did that last time when I was playing Wilder a lot, and then I tried other characters and it went really badly. But now that I'm using, you know, obviously I've been able to win one with Executor, and aside from a few moments, it wasn't too bad thanks to this relic, especially this red relic that I like so much. So maybe with other characters it will be easier in some way, maybe. Although I do like Executor a lot because of his good damage output as well, which, you know, I mean, poison and bleed, you know, they scale with how much health things have. So this is actually quite good in Deep of Night because things have more health. So it just gets better and better, doesn't it? And with that relic, his survivability is much better too. Which also makes a big difference. And he is definitely the best if I want to use poison. Except a Scholar, but then, you know, in some ways, I think Executor is still better at using poison on his starting weapon than Scholar, because he gets the bleed damage on the katana gets more powerful as well when you put poison on it. Scholar doesn't have that by default. And you can't just have like base poison and bleed at the same time with his starting rapier, so it doesn't really work that way, does it? We'll see. We'll see. What's it gonna be? That's the question. Who is it gonna be? Calico. Okay. Again, I want Flaming Strike, I think. Oh yeah, because this might be quite good for that one, isn't it? Because I've got with the Dark Knight of the Beast relic and have fire attack +2. And they do stack with each other, so this might be quite good for that. Well, it's probably the only set I've got saved that's actually got that and stuff. I mean, I think having poison on Wilder is fine, but it's not as good. It's not really as useful for Wilder. So sometimes it's really good, but not all the time. And with Caligo, I feel like she's not very weak to poison. You know, I might get like 1 poison on her. Yeah, so it's poisoning her. Using fire against her is absolutely, you know, a really good thing, isn't it? Because she gets this debuff and she gets staggered and stuff whenever you do that. So along with it just doing good damage against her, it's just the best option by far, isn't it, really, I think. Even more than with Sentient Pest, where with Sentient Pest it's good to use fire because it does good damage against them, but there's no additional effect of having the fire damage, I think. I don't think so anyway, but yeah. So if you have enough damage with any source, it's fine. It's just that they're weak to fire, so that's the best way to do good damage against them. But Calico has this extra effect. Yeah, Red Blackblade Kindred. Let's fight that level 1. What could possibly go wrong? I don't think I don't see myself wanting to fight that like ever, unless I'm like super powerful and I'm like level 12 already or something. You know? And I have a good source of like magic damage, which, well, you know, that's not probably going to happen when I'm playing Wilder, is it? Which, of course, well, yeah, let's probably just go up there or something. Kill those wolves. Get to level 2. Stay very far away from that guy. I don't even want him to look in my direction. This is what happens, you see, when everything does so much damage. I'm like getting nervous and shit. Did they actually fall down to try to chase me? I think they did. I don't know, where did they go? I don't know where they went, whatever, doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I mean that's one nice thing, I still get to bleed things. I just use his skill to do it rather than his regular attacks. I don't think giving his weapon poison makes the bleeding on his skill any different, so... That doesn't change, I'm pretty sure, unfortunately. Maybe that wolf has returned to where they're supposed to be by now. Yes, they have. Alright. Yeah, okay, let's go there. I'm surprised I'm not able to get to level 3 after all those wolves. Whatever. Now I can get to level 3, but I'm not going all the way back up there just to do that. Maybe I should have used should have been using the gold pickled foul feet just for the sake of that or something, I don't know. Bidding stones for me? No. Oh, but there is a red guy. There's a nice red guy for me though. Okay. It's the dangerous thing about having fire damage, isn't it? Sometimes that happens. Oh wait, what weapon did they drop? All resistance is down, no thanks. Not when I'm fighting something that does frost. Does not sound like a good plan. Okay. Come on, I know you want to get closer to me. It's because of all these guys, isn't it? I thought maybe I could just kill the other guys, the knight first, and then go back and for the other guys after I've leveled up. Use my old swans and stuff, but doesn't seem like that's going to happen, does it? And now you want to fight me. Okay, well come just a bit closer. Just come a little closer. Just a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Shit. Surprised I didn't die there, to be honest. So tanky. Yeah, both of those things are terrible. At least they give more rooms. It's just, it's hard to know how worth it is whenever they show up, isn't it? Probably a stone sword key in here. Well, there's also another red guy. So many red guys. all have horrible, horrible passives. There's no stone sword key in the whole place. That's odd. It's really odd. I mean, it's not a big deal, but just a very unusual thing to happen. No smithing stone either. Okay, where now? I can't do an Everjail, so what do I do next? I mean, I'd like to go into the mine, but again, it's like, well, if it was just a normal one, yeah, I can do it. But if it's a red one, it's not even worth the trouble. Yeah. Because it's going to take so long that I don't think it's worth it, like, ever. So, yeah. You know, at this, on day one, you know, it's just like, even if I kill them and not die, it's probably going to take like the whole day. So I'm not going to be able to use the smithing stone that I actually get from them anyway. So at that point, why not just do something different that's probably going to give me more runes? Oh yeah, it's the one with the ballistas. I know this is why it feels so rough. It's just that, you know, it feels like if things are red on day one, it's like I shouldn't even bother fighting them half the time. So I kind of just have to fight like lots of regular enemies and stuff. Maybe try to... Maybe that's how I should play it through, you know, it's not even fight like a lot of bosses and stuff, you know. Because half the time what's going to happen, you know, they're just going to be red, or they're going to be so powerful that they're just going to one-shot me over and over again, or both. Yeah, these are red. They might not be too bad, but we'll see. I don't know. It's really, it does feel like that maybe that's... Because I've seen that some people playing on depth 3 saying that sort of thing is good when you're doing solo runs. You know, just don't even bother fighting a lot of the bosses because they're just going to take so long to kill anyway. Oh yeah, I got both of them. Brilliant. Maybe I can do this. Maybe, I really hope I can do this. Not gonna have time. I mean, maybe I should have. I don't know. I think this is fine. I think this was the best option I could have done right now. I can use a warming stone to get myself back to full HP at least. That's a good thing. Okay, well this is not a bad day one. I mean, again, you know, was it worth it to do the red guys? Yeah, it worked out this time, but what if it didn't? You know, what if I got hit like twice in a row? I would have been dead. You know, and then I would have had to do this probably at level 6. So, and without that additional physical damage negation. I don't know, it's just difficult to know what the real best idea is a lot of the time, I think, in this. Maybe I should use my uplifting aromatics really in that situation. I mean, maybe in this case I didn't need it, but okay, well. Ulcerate Tree Spirit, I know how to fight you, you're weak to fire, so this is actually a good one. A good one to get. Pretty tanky, pretty poise heavy. Nice. Fire damage I'm doing is very good, isn't it? Which is, I do appreciate quite a bit. Such a weird animation, I'm not used to that. How am I going to get getting hit by his backhanded slap every 5 seconds? Aside from being hit by the slap every single time they did it, that was good. At least I didn't die, so I'm happy about that. Improved dodging again. If I keep getting improved dodging every run, surely I can't lose. Who are the bosses over here? Is either of these going to be worth? I think that's a red guy, so I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, red Knights Cavalry. They could just waste like the entire half the day on their own, I think. So. Not really what I want to be fighting, is it? That's cool. It's good to have more stamina. That would have been nice to get a while back, but it's still good now, I suppose. could be good if I wanted to use it for anything. Oh, okay, well, I don't want to deal with you either. Level 8 Draconic Tree Sentinel, even in the normal game, that feels a bit iffy. So I don't really want to do that. Hopefully they're not red. I mean, the hardest one is probably the knight. You know, out of all of these 3 mine bosses. Or at least they can be the hardest, I think. You know. Okay. But the others at least have more openings and are easier to hit. You know. Whereas the knight is just constant aggro and aggression the whole time. That was close. Probably shouldn't have done that. That was not the one I meant to grab. Whatever, it worked out. So many of these debuffs are just terrible. It's like, this mode is already tough because things do more damage to you. Why would I ever want to take a debuff that makes things do even more damage? You know, it's just such weird design in my opinion. And maybe it's different in multiplayer or if you're really, really good at the game, but obviously, well, I'm not that good, am I? I think I'm decent, but I'm not like that kind of godlike player. Okay. Is there? It's saying there's a merchant here anyway. Somewhere. Somewhere in here there is apparently a merchant. And a manful. Oh right, it's one of these. Okay. There's so that's an interesting. That's another way you can get in here then. Okay, that's good to know. I probably don't really want to fight these guys just yet though, especially when one of them is red. Maybe I'll come back here in a minute. We'll see. At least this is where the circle is, so that's good. But I thought it might be. Ideally, I'd want to level up first, really. I do have a lot of rooms. I don't know, maybe. I mean, I want to get my FP back as well, don't I? That's another reason I want to do that. I should have just leveled up over there, shouldn't I? When gone to that grace, or well, whatever. I didn't. I was too hasty to level up my weapon instead of leveling up myself and getting my FP back. That's good to know. There is actually a hole in the back of these areas then that actually has, like, you know, it leads directly to the boss. So that is something actually I should use more, isn't it? Because that is literally like the first place I want to go to is that area. So a lot of the time it is. Oh, shitting fuck. These bleed dogs do, was it 100,000 for 400, 100, was it 100,400 or something damage per second? That's the mean. That's what was in the original game for a short time. At least I think the boss one isn't red. Or is that the boss one? I'm not sure, to be honest. I think, yeah, the boss one's the big guy, isn't it, with a different weapon. They are slightly different. So I'm glad that's not the red one. It's just one of the regular ones that's the red one. I'm really not good at fighting these guys, you know. I'm definitely not used to their moveset. You know, even in the original, I don't think I mean, they don't show up very often, do they? So it's... They're really good at chasing you down, aren't they, as well? I suppose the idea is to be more aggressive, but... They're almost like a Moog's move. What the fuck was that? I'm trying to dodge. Didn't work. Some of their moves are very similar to Moog's moves, aren't they? Which is good to remember. I kind of have to think about fighting Moog, don't I? Okay, is this the hole I was in before? I think it might be. I think it is. Yeah, okay, well that's a good place to spawn me in, at least. I can appreciate that. Just a shame I wasted my... What the... How are you so fast? Faster than Moog. Fucking hell. Like, literally, they're faster than Moog, you know? How does that work? More powerful than he is in some way. Moog should look at them and learn a thing or two about how to be a better fighter, I think. I don't know, you know, I haven't fought Moog in Deep of Night yet. I suppose he's probably going to be pretty dangerous here, but... Yeah. But, you know, obviously I've fought Moog a lot more often than the Chief Blood Fiends, so that's the main reason, isn't it? But this is again that sort of feeling, isn't it, where, you know, probably what I should be doing is playing more of the base game, more of, you know, not playing Deep of Night for some of these things, because it's just, you know, I don't even know how to fight some of these bosses yet, really, do I? I mean, these guys I should know how to fight, but doesn't mean I'm always going to do it right. We'll have enough time to kill these. They're not red, so it's not an issue. Is there one in here somewhere? If I can find them. Oh, the last one was over here too. Yeah, there they are. Just in time. I was hoping I wouldn't be having to run through the night though, that's for sure. Should be okay, should be okay. I mean, I've still got warming stone, so it's okay. Even if I end up being at low health or something. And there's grace here as well, so that's good. It's just the sort of thing that's going to happen more often when you're playing Deep of Night. Things take longer to kill, so even if some things give more runes, it still means that you're probably going to be lower level or having to take more risks like that to actually be a high level for when you get to like the bosses and stuff. So it's another thing that makes it harder, isn't it, really? Just the nature of the game design. Of course they have to make me fight Dancer. Well, I did it well last time, didn't I? When she showed up, when I was playing Executor in the Forsaken Hollow, I did quite well against Dancer that time, in Death 2, even though I was really weak. And maybe I can do just as well this time. Helps if that isn't the case, though. You're easier, at least. Like to save my old phase 2. See if that works. Cool, cool. Like this. That was bad timing. I really think I've got better at fighting Dancer. More recently. Playing Deep of Night kind of does that to you, doesn't it, as well? But alright, well I think Dancer is harder than Caligo, so surely if I can beat Dancer without dying, I can beat Caligo. Surely I can do that. I don't know, playing Wildest, you know, I mean, he's just as good as Executor in many ways. You know, maybe for this, he's better in some way because, I mean, if Dancer shows up, I think she can't be poisoned either. So it's, you know, whoa. Okay. Well, you do a lot of damage too, so that's something I have to be aware of. That's the thing, isn't it? Like that. Because normally it's like you do so little damage that it doesn't even really matter if I'm getting hit, but now suddenly it's ridiculously much higher, so you're actually a threat in that respect now. You know, it's funny how that works, isn't it, really? Nice miss, really good misses. Yeah, this is so good. I love it when I keep missing over and over again against a stationary target. I think it's better if I just run away in the situation. Because if I run forwards a bit and I still can't see any of the rocks, it's like, oh, was I going in the wrong direction? Okay, well it's a good thing I was using bit of an awkward one, but it's fine. It worked out. Okay, well I couldn't get the crit there, but that's a shame. Shit, what am I doing? At least that was probably a good time to use Opaline Bubble Tier then, wasn't it? I was trying out a strategy that I was practicing a bit ago where I focus more on attacking her head rather than the legs, and it seems worth it in some way, but it is more risky as well, so going for the head is a bit, you know, because I'll do more damage to the head, and I think it stops her from flying all over the place as much, but obviously, you know, if it means I'm getting hit a lot more, then it's probably not a good idea, is it? Not in Deep of Night, where every hit is like the worst thing in the world, you know? That's for sure. You can literally just be killed in 2 seconds flat with like one mistake. Shit. When even basic Caligo is like suddenly actually more of a significant challenge than she ever was normally. So much frost shit around. How do I even dodge all this? That's the neat part, you don't. My ultimate's neat at least. Good. Okay, nice. I mean, you know, I only died once at the very beginning, so I think once I kind of got back into the swing of things again and just used the old reliable strategies, then obviously it was much easier. But maybe I'll have to get better at attacking only the head or mainly the head in the future. And I do think it was kind of worth it, but I was only doing it in the regular Caligo, not any Deep of Night, so. Yeah, as I say, it's more risky. Much more risky here. Oh yeah, blood loss and rot build up. Brilliant. I really want that. I mean, I might like that for Executor, really, even if it reduces his arcane. Maybe I should try that, because, I mean, you know, I don't need, like, loads of arcane, do I? And in this mode, having more health and even more stamina as well is probably more important, really. And maybe I should try and improve crits. I mean, improve blood loss resistance. Those are cool too. Especially here now we've got to depth 3. It's it really is. You know, even wilder is I can get like 1 shot or 2 shot. So I think. I mean, how much difference does it even make? I wonder. So hold on, what set do I have now? Okay. I've got obviously bigger +3 with that, you know, that relic I like so much, and that makes a big difference. But have even more health, you know, get even more health. Well, why not? 1060. What color was it again? Oh yeah, it's this one. I mean, I would miss having that on this set, but maybe this would give me more survivability anyway, even without the poison damage negation. We're knocked back. 1160. Okay, well, I mean, 100 health. That's good. I mean, yeah, that is good. I thought it might be a bit more than that. But how much stamina does it increase it by though? 102. I think it was like 120 or something when I had that equipped. I'd just like to know how much it decreases arcane by as well, but they don't let you see those numbers for some reason, so I'd have to look that up. 114. Okay, well again it's about 10. And I think 4 hits. I think normally it's 3 hits, so I don't know, maybe it's at least some significant difference. It might be worth a try at least. Just now, if I want to. The only awkward thing is obviously now I'm going to have to go back and change all these sets, you know. That's the annoying thing about it, isn't it? But even if it is lowering arcane, it's by some significant amount. More health is probably the thing I need more than anything else, isn't it? So. Should I just keep trying more other characters though? Just to see how they go. Characters that I at least kind of like it, or actually like I, who I like I, just again, I mean, he's even squishier than Executor, and even with these kind of relics equipped, it's not, you know, it's not always enough. So even if I shouldn't be getting hit as much because I'm attacking at range, and that's good too. But check out the scary blue eyes. Ooh. But, you know, this is the thing I was doing. I was messing around with all these characters' relic sets to try to make better relic sets for them. So otherwise, was a bit of a waste of time if I'm not going to use them. Yeah, we'll see. Dark Drift Knight, okay. Well, I probably don't want holy attack power. I don't have a thunder one, do I? Maybe I should have done that first. Who needs it? Who needs it anyway? Maybe I'll find a lightning bow or lots of lightning grease, and then everything is fine. So maybe I could just take that anyway, but because the other effects it has are nice, aren't they? Or this, and I just don't get hit. Just use the additional character skill use, and just don't get hit. Hmm. Like, you know, do I want to have more health and more attack power when fighting poisoned enemies, or do I want to have the additional character skill use? Because they're both, you know, both of these things are kind of survivability, but one of them has more damage and more iframes, but the other one is possibly going to be better if I am taking damage anyway. So, and I don't know what it's going to be like in depth 3 with Iron Eye. You know, a lot of things might one-shot me anyway, but with all the extra health, that might make all the difference, mightn't it? I'm curious, at least. I mean, I don't feel like I really need to have the additional character skill use, but it is strong, so... And you could say, you know, more iframes, more means I'm not even going to get hit as much, so... Yeah. And I'm going to be doing more damage. So it's win-win in some ways, isn't it? Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, obviously I like to have extra health, I like to have the damage negation, I like to have these things. Because sometimes I will take hits, but with Iron Eye and this skill, you know, ideally I should be able to not get hit as much. Just like using Executor's Suncatcher, isn't it? Really. It's kind of the same logic. Same kind of idea there. Well, okay. Maybe not the ideal time to be doing the Great Hollow, but it had to show up at some point, didn't it, today? I pressed it. I was just stuck in an animation, so I couldn't do the dodge. Because that's, I mean, I don't know, if I'd had the Vigor +3 from the other relic, would I have even survived that? I wonder. Probably not really, but hey, it doesn't really matter in this situation. You had all my 0 runes. Amazing. Not very effective, are you, at actually fighting people who are attacking you at range? Well, apparently successive attacks negate damage actually does affect bows, but it just takes a lot more hits than other weapons or something to actually do it. So I don't know. But if it does, then it's still worth having. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, but it might do. It might work. I want to go there because it's all cataclysmed. And go up here though and check to see if there's a blue crystal. That would be smart. Oh, well, no, that might help. We'll see. If only it was holy damage negation, not lightning damage negation. I've seen a lot. I haven't really used it much, have I? But you know, I've seen a lot of people be like, "Oh, you know, if you're playing Iron Eye and you aren't using this relic, you know, for the double skill effect, it's like, what? I thought I had it ready. How was it not ready yet? That's stupid." See, this is the problem, isn't it? When I think because I have 2 charges of it, I think, oh, I have it ready, and then it turns out I don't, and I die. I get hit by something I would have otherwise just tried to dodge normally. Probably succeeded in. Again, that was a bit of a stupid death, but not the worst thing in the world. But just, you know, this is the sort of thing that I shouldn't be getting attacked by as much as it really. It's nice to be able to do that more often though, just poison something with my normal attack and then, you know, immediately just do that. How did it not hit any of the others? The whole... I used my ult there because I thought, oh, this will save some time. I can kill all of them in one go. And then it only manages to hit one. It probably wasn't even that worth it anyway, but whatever. Too late now. No crystal anyway. No mantle, no crystal. Well, his damage is obviously quite high, even in this sort of situation. That helps a lot. That makes a big difference. I haven't even broken any blue crystals yet, have I? So it's not really ideal. It's not. I need to. Thing is, I'm always thinking about other things, aren't I? But I need to think about those more often. You know, is the problem of this map, I guess. Isn't it? It's just. It already feels more difficult to get through and get powerful than it does in the normal maps, at least at the moment. And then add on to that the fact that I'm just trying to do all these other normal things, but then I've got to remember to check for the blue crystals as well on top of that. Because if I don't get those, then it's also a bit of a waste to play on this map. Not taking advantage of it as much as I should be. How was that not a proper dodge? Ugh, so stupid. Yeah, just kill them for me. Say thanks to the damage negation relic, I think, for saving me there. So much poison damage. That's kind of cool, at least. Oh, very nice. Thank you for that. I mean, in some ways I'd like that, but it's just, even in the normal game, that can feel a bit risky. Tired. I want to do it. Just jumping right into you. That can feel a bit risky at times, but in Deep of Night, it's just like I say, I want to be at full HP like all the time, or I'm just going to die from a lot of attacks. So, is it even worth it to use something that's reducing my health? You know, unless I'm already feeling very powerful. Anybody else I can kill around here? Maybe if these guys? I don't know. If I kill these guys, maybe I'll be able to get to level 7. That must be so close. I've probably like one more enemy and I'd have enough runes. I don't think there are any other enemies though, unless I kill something here and then come back. Maybe. Oh, well, there's a blue crystal. That might be a bit risky as well. But... I don't think that would be a smart thing to do right now. Oh well, whatever. Level 6, and it seems to happen a lot in Deep of Night, doesn't it? Better or worse. There's probably some things I still could have done better, but yeah. That close to getting to, well, it's Gaping Dragon, so really I should be fine, you know, especially with Iron Eye. It's like, if I'm getting hit a lot by Gaping Dragon as Iron Eye, I'm doing something really wrong, you know? Same with these rats, really. And I've got 5 flasks, so I'm on a +1 weapon. Only thing is obviously that I can't poison this guy, so that's the only issue, but as I say, it should be okay. It's another time where I wish I had lightning damage, but you know. Good timing for that, I guess. Cool. That's the one funny thing, he's actually kind of good at poise breaking, thanks to, you know, being able to just repeatedly hammer on a boss the whole time. They can never, you know, like, you know, they can never build their poise back up by not being hit for a while, because he's just, he can keep hitting them forever. And the marks as well help with that. So. This really does feel like playing Dark Souls 1 now. It's taking so long to kill Gaping Dragon. This is the true Gaping Dragon. Okay. As I say, it's, you know, whatever depth I'm on, that should not be a challenge, especially with Iron Eye. Yeah, this is why it's good to check these things. Always, I mean, I don't know if this is really going to be useful to me, but I mean, I might as well grab it. Oops, I might as well grab it because it's better than this. So. Another one, FP restoration. Okay. There. Down here. You did that. Well, I am right here, so I might as well just grab this church. Oh, okay. Should I do that? I mean, maybe, but do I really want to risk that when I'm in Deep of Night, depth 3? It could be worth it, maybe to at least kill one of them, but I'll at least want to break the crystals first, regardless, before I do anything else. That's for sure. I mean, killing one of them is good. If I do it like near the end of the day, oh, for fuck's sake. I'm definitely not fighting you. That's... Oh, I was thinking then for a second it was a red one, but not that it really matters. But yeah, this is now. There's a time where I did wish I had holy damage. Who are you? Okay, is this worth doing? Maybe. Maybe not. Be nice if I didn't have the health drain. That's another reason why I'm glad I didn't take the mimic head, because then I would be even more suffering with this health drain. But it would really be killing me then, wouldn't it? That's also another thing you can do with it. Get close to an enemy so you can get a crit. Shit. Oh, can I heal, please? No? Maybe one day? At least I've got the health drain, health on here thing. Helping to balance it out a bit. Okay. Well, Serpent Bow would be nice, but I mean, I already have Blood Flies upon precision aiming, but all resistance is down. I mean, I don't know. In some ways, that is probably worth it, but I don't know. You know, you never know what I might be fighting, even if Volgor doesn't do any ailments. You know. You never know. I don't want to end up dying because I'm really weak to some ailment that I end up getting attacked by a boss, you know. So it's well, it's the thing should wear off soon because yeah. So I'll kill this dog, I think, and then you know, then that's well. I mean, obviously the risk now is it, but they probably actually, to be fair, they're probably just going to disappear before I've even managed to kill one of them. So I don't know. Maybe this is not worth doing. I mean, if I'm fast enough. That was good. And then I think they will disappear in a very short amount of time. So I think for how long that took, getting like 30k runes was probably worth it. Who's the boss here? I don't want to deal with you right now. And hey, I mean, at least I can get some runes from these guys while they're chasing me around. Go away. I do at least appreciate the fact that the infinitely respawning wolves actually do give you runes, so that they could have made that more harsh than it actually is. But yeah, I do think it is already very, very harsh, so kind of overly difficult in a way that isn't fun, I think. Okay, there we go. No chest here this time. Interesting. Well, it's not one of the high pages with the crazy triple shot crossbows, so they're not as bad. Yeah, you can't open that door, it seems, ever again after that side quest. Oh, well, yeah, I think I need to get that, really. The Blessed Dew would have been nice, but come on, you know, I'm doing all the rot, I'm doing all the poison, so, oh, shit. I haven't seen you here before, okay. This might be good. As long as they don't kill me with glint blades. Oh shit. They fired a lot faster than I thought they would, to be fair. Red enemies just make me so stressed out. It's funny. I haven't seen that before, so that was funny that the very first red one, very first troll. Fuck off. Very first, and this guy's red too. All these trolls that are really red and angry. This rate, this is probably all that I'm going to have time to do here, isn't it? Oh shit. Yeah, good time for an ult, I think. A unique thing for the Stone Digger ones, isn't it? Already nearly out of time. Alright. Another serpent bone blade. Right, I think I'm just gonna have to run away as fast as possible. Hope I don't get killed. Hope I don't get lost. I think I know the way out now. I've done this a few times. Not that way. Fuck. Maybe I don't. That! Fuck off! Seriously! That was so... Ugh. No. Just please, no. Just don't do it, dude. Don't do that to me now. That was so stupid. Ugh. Okay. It's the true Deep of Night experience, isn't it? It's like every single moment you're like one hit from death, you know? Every single enemy is red. Why is everything red? I'm not even going to be able to level up, am I? Oh, actually, I don't know, maybe. That's a bit sad, actually. Yeah. Didn't think about that. I might still be able to level up. I might, but it's going to be... Maybe I'm going to have to take some damage from the knight to do that. If only I could have... I mean, obviously I didn't want to fight that red grafted scion, you know. With that in that situation. Hopefully this is worth it. I've got 7 flasks, so... Where is the grace? It's here, isn't it? No. In that way it's probably good, but... Still, pushing it. I don't have any warming stones, do I? So I can't really just do that to make up for it. You know? Don't kill me, please. That would not be nice. At least they don't have any ranged attacks. I can be happy about that, can't I? Okay, well I only had to use 1 flask, so that's good. Are you... Why did I stop to fight them? Why did I do that? You idiot. So stupid. Don't do that again. Never ever do that. That's not a good plan. Really, not a good plan. Okay, hold on. If I use this... Alright. That wasn't so bad, was it? Nameless King. Of course it's Nameless King. It would be good if I was level 12, not level 11. I mean, I'm probably strong enough to win still, but... you know. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. At least I've got my flask back. That's about all I can say, isn't it? But I think level 12 with 6 flasks is better than level 11 with 7. Yeah, if anything, as I say, I should have just used my ult if I wanted to kill them, because, you know, what happened, you know, I had to use it anyway, and really, you know, it doesn't take so long to charge, it's already charged again, so that's good, isn't it? Here's a time where I wish I had improved dodging. I guess Iron Eye is decent at fighting in though, so... Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I wonder if I was level 12, would that have been not a one-shot? I wonder. Fuck. Okay, well that wasn't a one-shot. Somehow. You're gonna get poise broken once. Finally. Oh, that was not nice. Even if I only died once, so it was good, but yeah. Let's hope I can beat Fulgore then. Oh. Yep. That might be my saviour too. I mean, I don't know. Like, this is... It's just, I suppose it still has this feeling, doesn't it, where it's like every single one of these runs so far has been so stressful, you know. It's just, I do think that depth 3 is probably going to be my limit, you know. I've got Erdtree's Favour, that's cool. I'll be surprised if I get to depth 4 from what I've read about how much some of these bosses get buffed and think, oh yeah, you know, let's keep going, let's get to depth 5. I don't see that happening, even if I get through depth 3, which, you know, I mean, I still think there's a fair chance that I'm good enough at depth 3 to be able to get to depth 4, because this is possibly going to be 3 wins in a row with 3 different characters, so at least I'm close enough that I could win. It's just, am I good enough at Fulgore? That's the question now. And it is only regular Fulgore, so in some ways that is better. Even though I am going to be missing not having lightning damage. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully I'm not just going to get destroyed. Yeah, that's the thing, innit? If I'm still being one-shot, it doesn't even matter, you know? So this is where maybe I won't want to play Iron Eye, because, you know... Oh, for... Why did I think I had time to do the ball crown? Yeah, I don't think I'm winning this one. I really should have just taken a fucking... You know, my damage is still good, but all he's going to do is this over and over again. Really not nice when everything's killing you in one shot, though. What? I'm just not used to dodging that move, am I? Because I barely ever have to deal with it. Oh, this is so bad. I mean, like I say, if I had a different setup, I would be able to win this, but... You know. I really hoped at least I would be able to get through phase 1 and phase 1 before, you know, I'm gonna miss the crit. We'll see then. I mean, it's so funny, isn't it? I've got 8 flasks, they're doing me no fucking good at all because every single attack is a one-shot. Oh, okay, that time at least. That I can survive that, that's something. About it, you know, it's like the only move I can actually not die to. It's supposed to be a weak attack. Like something that would have otherwise been really simple, you know. Can I just poise break him again, please? Oh! Damn it! That should have been so easy. That should have been so easy and I just kept fucking up. That's so sad. I mean, obviously it's in Great Hollow and I have more trouble dealing with Great Hollow. You know, if that was in the regular map, even if everything else was very similar, I'm sure I would have been like more powerful by the time I got to the Night Lord. So then maybe I could have taken a hit if I was level 14 or 15 or something. I mean, this is where I feel like, should I even play Iron Eye in this mode? You know, he's not my favourite character, but sometimes he's fun to play. And he does a lot of damage, you know. So if I played a little better, you know, more used to dodging that attack and knowing the timing of it, I know I could have won. I just kept getting hit by that attack over and over again, didn't I? So it's just really stupid, but yeah. So if I did that, if I could try again straight away, I would win that easily. I know what to do now. The problem is, it's too late now. You know, I know what to do 10 minutes too late, you know, and it's just like, that's what makes this game so frustrating sometimes, because it's just... And especially here in Deep of Night, it's like, I didn't know I was going to get one shot by everything. You know, yeah, I'm trying to dodge his attacks, but, you know, I didn't realize how bad it was going to be, and I forgot how to dodge that thrusting attack, so it's fair in some ways, but it's just, this is where it's more punishing than it's fun, you know. It's more just like, it's not fun anymore, you know, it's just stressful. It's like, oh, it's difficult, but is it fun? You know, well, it's nice to win, but I don't necessarily have fun doing it. So that's where at least playing Iron Eye in this mode might be a really bad idea, because, you know, It's good when it works out because he can do a lot of damage, but other than that, it's probably not worth it. You know, it's that's the thing. If anything in it, I'm nervous. I know things are probably going to one-shot me or two-shot me at most. You know, and I can get comboed. That makes me nervous. Then I'm more likely to make mistakes. You know, and that's the ironic thing about it all, isn't it? Well, here's another setup I was curious to try. We'll see. Hopefully with Raider. This is probably going to be my last one for the day anyway, but yeah. So, you know, maybe I'll play Iron Eye and Deep of Night again, but you know, if it wasn't for that, if I'd had another boss, or if I'd had some lightning damage, I probably would have won easily. Because, you know, everything else was okay. It was just getting hit by that stupid... The special attack, the special stance attack twice in a row in a really stupid way. You know, that was the problem, wasn't it? So it's... You know, in that respect, it's a skill issue. But it doesn't feel nice when I've got so many flasks. You know, that with any other character, I would actually be able to take hits and still win. But because I'm picked Iron Eye, well, it doesn't matter how many flasks I have because they're almost useless. You know? That's the stupid thing about it, isn't it? It's like they made. What is going on here? They made this. Come on, just fucking hit the thing. I'm gonna miss one of these things now. Okay, finally. Well, that's useless anyway. Well, that's probably not. I don't know. That might be useful. We'll see. Scary. When, you know, it's almost like they've broken their own game because they've let you get all these flasks, but then it's like, oh, but you're playing as Iron Eye, so it doesn't even matter how many flasks I have, you know, unless I somehow manage to get loads of damage negation, but that's most likely not going to be enough, or not going to happen, is it? I'm going to need a ridiculous amount of damage negation to be able to actually take hits from a lot of these tougher bosses and Night Lords and stuff. So, you know, going into that fight with 8 flasks, you know, if I was playing as a different character that had more health, I probably would have been able to take those hits that I was taking and still survive. But of course, I wasn't, so... Just typical that I decided to pick Iron Eye then, isn't it, really? It might have been working out until that point, but... Too easy for it to go wrong. And that's why it's not fun. That's why Deep of Night is not necessarily always fun either, in general. Too easy for things to go wrong. Well, with Iron Eye especially. Again, in some ways, he's kind of one of those characters that's better for multiplayer anyway because of that and all of that. So they are tanky. They are tanky and they hit really hard. Thought I could kill these without too much trouble, but maybe that won't. Alright, there we go. thing is, even after you've got rid of the ants, it's like, oh, you got rid of the ants. Well, that's not gonna make fucking hell. Not gonna make. I shouldn't have tried this. Why am I doing? Why am I fighting these guys? You know, it's not a good idea. Trying out new strategies in Deep of Night, and it's not really going to work out a lot of the time, is it? Now I have to kill them again because one of them's got my runes. Brilliant. And of course it's the red one that has my runes. You know, why would it not be a red one that has my runes? Come on. Well, finally hit them with one. At least they've separated now. That was not a good idea, was it? I guess I wouldn't have wanted to fight these anyway when they're red at level 3 or 4. You know, that's just not, and that's red too. So I suppose in some ways it was a good idea because there wasn't much else to fight there anyway that I would have actually wanted to fight. So it's, I don't know. Again, it's one of those times, you know, where it's just like, what do I even do? You know, what can I even do at this point? Kill them for me. Yeah, I'll take more runes. That's always good. Where's the grace? Right here. I don't think the successive attacks negate damage was really working well for bow anyway, was it? Didn't feel like it anyway. If it does do any good, then I don't know if it ever actually worked. If it can work, it didn't seem like it worked. South. There's another crystal. Don't mind me, guys. No, that's the second one, isn't it? Pretty sure. Fifth. not going to let me do that though, are they? Could be using Endure more as well, shouldn't I? I always forget about that. I think that would help. Thanks. And this Raider, he can actually take hits like that and still survive. Or this too. Okay, cool. That wasn't so bad, was it? Okay, now where? I guess I can get this flask charged. That's good. That's easy. Easy decision to make. I mean, I think I'm good enough at Libra, especially with Raider, you know. I should be able to take a good hit from him, so... Unless this turns out to be Everdark Sovereign Libra, I think I should be fine as long as I can get to Libra. And even if it is Everdark Sovereign, maybe I'll still win. Maybe, it's possible. That never hits, does it? It's not a combo that works on them. I mean, skill attack power. I mean, with this skill, it doesn't do any good, but maybe I will end up using another weapon. We'll see. And there's the third crystal. Very good. It's very convenient. I don't know if killing these guys is going to be worth it. Probably not, really. Especially in jumping away. You know what? Forget it. I can't be bothered. Maybe. I mean, in some ways, it's good to fight them with Raider, but I've got other things I want to do anyway. So maybe I should just focus on those things. In some ways, it makes sense. I don't know, we'll see, we'll see. I guess it's true. I mean, I just want to get this buff, obviously, first, but, you know. I might just want to wait until the second half of the day anyway to actually find out where the ring is before I do anything else, but I could try going into one of the mines and getting the smithing stone before the second half of the day, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to do that. We'll see. I'd like to be able to do that, but a lot of the time I feel like that's going to be really risky, or I'm just not going to have time to do it anyway. I think they're down here. Maybe? I think this is where they are. The Crystallion. Yeah. Maybe I'll be okay. The day hasn't decided to progress yet, so. And Raider is pretty good at fighting these guys. Let me just use that. I mean, would it be good to go back out the other way? I mean, in some ways, because then I can get the, that flask charge, which would be nice to have at least, wouldn't it? Since the day hasn't started to progress yet, so might be worth it. It's all learning, isn't it, really? I'm learning more about how I can actually get better at this map, you know. Okay, well, it was actually on the opposite side, so now I really do have to get a move on. Definitely don't have time to kill you now. Yeah, I said I don't have time to kill you. That doesn't mean that's an invitation to get me with a hit on the back of my head. Yeah, it is another time. I think if I was playing as Iron Eye there, I mean, maybe I wouldn't have got hit, but I definitely would not have survived it. Can I? Where's the merchant here? I don't even know where he is. I'd like to just use him now, and then I can upgrade my weapon, but I don't even know where he is. I don't know, whatever. I guess I'll have to look for him some other time. I'll just use one of these or something. I can get to the center again from here, the crystal, the great crystal. I think there's a way, but maybe not. Nah, I'm gonna have to go all over that, aren't I? So it's not really worth it then. Not the most efficient route, really, but whatever. Getting the smithing stone too straight away before the second half of the day, I think makes it worth it. There is a, I mean, to be fair, there is one here, isn't there? So maybe that would be smarter, actually, just to head straight there. I just want to upgrade this weapon before I fight any other boss or anything, that's all. I think I know where they are at least, but I haven't done it like this before, so we'll see how this goes. Oh. Okay, that does a lot of damage. How do they want to... I'm like... That was crazy. I did not expect that I would get one shot or nearly one shot by a black flame, you know, regular enemy thing. Well, now I need to do this. Up here, aren't they, I think? I believe, if I'm correct in my knowledge, maybe not. Somewhere up here, I'm pretty sure. Somewhere up here. Kind of silly. Like, okay, there he is. Finally. Buy that too. Oh, what's around? What's around and about? Where were those god skins? Yeah, like you. I'd rather not die to you though. That's not what I wanted to happen. Kind of an awkward place to fight you. Finally got the stagger. Pretty nice to have the bleed build up though, since I've got good arcane, so it's like, you know, he's good at getting crits because of his high poise damage. Because I've got high arcane with that relic. It's good synergy there. Oh. Yes please. That might save the day too. What was that? Oh, dog. Where'd you come from? That's crazy. Okay, obviously didn't have as much time in here as I would have liked, but it's okay, I guess. I think I'll just get the flask charge. Then see if I can, I don't know if I'll have time to do the Miranda flower, but maybe. Probably not really. It feels very similar to the last run, really, doesn't it now? Just hopefully this time it goes better. Oh, yes, I will definitely take that. That literally can save me, especially combined with the relic effect I already have. If I get Holy Ground at low HP, even better. I don't think it's worth trying to kill these now. It's probably not going to work out. But this time I'm just level 11, not level 12. So even though it's weird because I felt like, I don't know, I mean, like I say, maybe I should have just turned around. Instead of going for the extra flask charge, maybe it would have been smart for me to just turn around in that mine and head out, get my weapon upgraded like straight away, and then I could have started, you know, killing more bosses and stuff. So, I don't know. It's good to get loads of flasks, but it's better to be just powerful enough that I don't need them. Don't one-shot me with your glintstone attack. Right on. Fuck. Why is that suddenly like the hardest thing in the world to deal with? Like super homing attack. It's really difficult to deal with. More skeletons. Can't use blood loss or poison against these guys though. Whoa. Could have just used my ult. That was stupid. Well, good start. Hopefully that'll be the only death like that I have. They hit really they really hit hard though. This is no joke. Can't avoid any hits, can I? It's not good. Okay, well. That would be good, but I can't fucking get the head. Can't get the crit. true, I do get my ult back when I do that. That might save the day too. Okay. Surely I'm going to kill them now. That was a bit more stressful than I hoped it would be, but I didn't die. I didn't lose my wending grace, so that's good. More physical damage negation is also good. At least with, you know, with Radar, it's actually really nice to have 8 flasks, because he can take a hit, especially if I'm using my endure and my skill, character skill. Oh yeah, right, I can get rid of this bot with the stupid name. Okay. Time to make my choice. I've still somehow got the blood debuff, blood buff on me, which is, yeah, okay, there we go. It lasts a very long time, which is nice. I refuse to make a deal.
It is done.
It is done.
The time is ripe.
Oh shit, it is ever dark. Okay, alright. Okay, this is serious now. It's funny that they don't tell you until it's too late and then until you already... That's funny. That's funny. Okay, well maybe this isn't going to go so well, but we'll see what happens. Their poise is scary. I can't deny that. Especially when I get wombo comboed my madness and the actual... Like, who's got more poise? Oh, for fuck's sake. Are you kidding me? How do they... I don't know. It's like, how am I supposed to fight this guy? You know, it's like he's got more poise than I do. He's tougher than Libra, you know. That's the flask one, isn't it? Alright. Just fight me, Libra. I don't want to fight the other guys. They're more difficult than you are. Oh, the buff was still in effect. Well, debuff. Buff. I didn't even realise it was still going. Well, maybe the extra flask will be a good thing, who knows. It's not over. It's just, this is, you know... He's already, you know, the difference between Everdark Sovereign Libra, fucking hell. Literally I get hit by like one chip of that move and it's like 75% of my health. What is going on? Ridiculous. Ugh. Okay, fight each other. That's what I want. I don't think I'm going to win this. If this was regular Libra, I would have been fine, but it's not. And Everdark Sovereign is like harder in like every way possible, so pretty much, yeah. Just like, look at, I mean, look how much health he has, you know, it's crazy, really. Can't even get a crit on him. Now they like each other again. And then I run straight into the fucking... Because I'm looking at them instead of looking at what Libra's doing. Come on, that's... Oh, no, Liam Raider! I got out-raided. I mean, I really... I mean, I only killed 3 bosses, really. Okay, well, maybe that wasn't such a good run. Although I did think I was reasonably strong. But, I don't know. I don't know how it went that weirdly then. I suppose I just... You know, I felt like I was doing things in the right order, but maybe not. I was just killing a lot of regular enemies, I suppose. Maybe if it was, again, if I was in the regular map, or if I learned this map better, maybe that even Everdark Sovereign Libra wouldn't be as difficult, but like that, I mean, again, I feel like at least I'm good enough at regular Libra. I can dodge his attacks. I know what I'm doing, you know. I could probably have beaten him, even if maybe my damage isn't the best. But back to 200, 2000. It just feels so demoralizing as well. And maybe I don't really care about getting to depth 4, because depth 3 is probably going to be difficult enough for me. That this is like the maximum difficulty that I'm ever going to be happy with. And even then, it's too difficult half the time, I feel like. But, and especially when I'm doing the Great Hollow or fighting these new... The Forsaken Hollow expansion stuff, you know, in general, because I feel like that most of the stuff in this expansion is already more difficult than most things in the base game, except maybe like Everdark Sovereign Libra, Everdark Sovereign Gladius. They're probably just as hard or more difficult even. But yeah, and when I have to do them while I've also had to go through the Great Hollow, which maybe I can get much better at that, but it just feels so weird. It's like I just don't, it doesn't really fit in my head, you know. It's like the order that I like to do things doesn't seem to fit well with me, you know. Like I like to kill like maybe one boss or a few regular enemies, get a smithing stone one from the shop if I haven't already found one, upgrade my weapon, do maybe another boss, you know, in like a camp or whatever. Then the night 1 boss. And hopefully I'm level 6 or level 7, which in that case I was actually level 7, wasn't I? So in that way it actually was kind of good. I only was able to kill 1 boss in the first day, wasn't I? Because I don't think that's the thing. Even if I had tried to fight one of those bosses, the mimic tears were red, and so was the crayfish. And the crayfish, I don't think I would have wanted to fight the crayfish at level 3, even if it wasn't red. So what else could I have done in that situation? You know, I think I did okay on day 1, but maybe on day 2, like I said, going for the extra flask rather than just running out of the mine straight away, and upgrading my weapon straight away with the anvil that was very close to the entrance. Maybe that would have been a better option rather than going for the extra flask, because it did end up meaning it was like a huge detour, wasn't it? And then I couldn't do as much stuff. As I say, you know, I couldn't kill as many bosses in the rest of the day. So it's like, you know, if it would have been different, because I didn't know where the ring was going to be yet. If it turned out the ring was in the south, I probably would have been fine, because I could have killed that, like that Erdtree avatar that was right there. Maybe I would have killed them. I don't know. So maybe it's still a lesson learned, and if I was a bit more powerful, a higher level, or, you know, had killed more bosses, got more passives, maybe I still would have been able to win. But it just, you know, like the damage I was dealing to them was barely nothing, was it? It was just, you know, it was gonna, even if I had won that fight, it would have taken like 10 minutes or more, along with having to deal with all the raiders, who obviously are difficult as well. They're hard enough as it is. You know, I try to do my skill against one of them, and he's like, "Oh, you like to do your skill, do you? Okay, I'm going to do it too. Tank your hit, and then hit me with this massive range," which, I mean, it does have a lot of range, which normally is a good thing. In that case, not so nice when it one-shots me from near full health. Just bad luck maybe to get Everdark Libra there, really, because, you know, I'm sure I would have been able to beat regular Libra, even if it took a while. But again, it's randomness. That's what makes this game hard, is the randomness. And Everdark Sovereign Libra is like the most random of all the bosses. You know, what they do is just so different every time, and that does kind of keep it interesting and kind of fun normally, but in Deep of Night, where everything is just so much more difficult, you know, I don't need this extra difficulty. He's already difficult. It doesn't need to be any harder to be fun, no matter what. Oh no, it's good. It's Colossal Weapon Revenant. FP restoration upon Colossal Weapon attacks with improved vigor and endurance, reduced mind. That would be funny for that, so if I ever wanted to try that, which I've never tried it. And now we have Undertaker, so it's like Undertaker would basically be just like playing that, but better, wouldn't it? Really, most of the time. I just want one that says Dormant Power helps discover colossal swords, because I feel like I could give that to Undertaker, and that would be really good for her, because Godslayer's Greatsword and Malekith's Blackblade, both of those would be amazing on Undertaker. Well, I know they are. I've used Godslayers on her against Everdark Sovereign Sentient Pests, and it was amazing. So I'm sure Malekith's Blackblade would be even better. And hey, you might even find grafted blade, great sword, and of course that's great for everyone. I don't know. It's kind of sad, isn't it? I get 2 wins in a row, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm feeling kind of confident, and then maybe it's because I'm trying out these other characters that maybe I'm not as good with, but in that case, it was a bit of bad luck. I don't know if I would have beaten him in that run, regardless of who I was playing as, really. But because I think I'll be surprised if I ever see him again in depth 3. If I do keep playing this, even if I play it a lot, I don't think I'm going to be beating Everdark Sovereign Libra. Like, I just don't see that happening. It's just too difficult already. So, unless I have an amazing run and I'm super powerful, which is more difficult to do here anyway, I'll be surprised if I ever beat Everdark Sovereign Libra in depth 3. Oh well, it's just this is what makes it kind of depressing, isn't it? It's like, I have these 2 good runs, I get I make these points, and now I've lost twice, and it's as if the game is saying you just wasted your time. You had all that difficulty and all that stress, you made some progress, and now you've got a bit of bad luck, so fuck you, go back to square one. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. I might as well not have even played the game, sort of feeling. It's weird, but I don't know, we'll see. I probably will play this at least one more time, one more stream sometime, but it is I still think it might still be too, even with this new relic setup, and it does make a difference, but I'm not sure if it's really going to make, if it's really going to be fun for me to play this most of the time. Because depth 2 is probably fine, mostly, but depth 3, I don't know. I just don't know. It might still be too difficult to really be fun most of the time. The first 2 runs were at least okay, but and maybe that's because I was playing as Executor and Wilder. Maybe that's part of it. As I say, I don't think I want to play Iron Eye again. Because it's just maybe I don't know, if I don't get the Great Hollow, it's probably fine, or at least if I get better at the Great Hollow, and I can get better runs going. But I don't know, we'll see. It's just difficult. It's just difficult no matter what, isn't it? But being one shot is no fun in a game like this, that's for sure. There's too much at stake. It's one thing to get one shot in a game, like if this was regular Elden Ring, I don't mind getting one shot by attacks, doing challenge runs and stuff like that, not using Shadow Tree fragments and all that kind of thing like I did when I played Shadow of the Erd Tree the first time. That was actually still fun, because it doesn't matter if you get one shot. You can just keep trying the same thing over and over again as much as you want. But that's not the case here. And it actually punishes you for dying. Because it says, oh, we're going to take points away from your score. And if I lose again, I'm back to depth 2. Which isn't really a bad thing, because maybe I'll enjoy that more. But yeah, it just feels bad, doesn't it? It just feels bad. Even if it might not really be a big deal. But it feels bad. Oh well, he's back to square one. Depth 3, made no progress whatsoever. At least I've learned some things about it, but that's about all I can say, isn't it? Which is good. That's one thing I should hold on to if I am gonna keep playing this and try to get better at it. But we'll see. I don't know. I don't. Maybe I'll be good enough to win and get to even maybe get to depth 4 if I want to, but we'll see. I'm not sure if I really enjoy it enough to want to try to do that. So I'll give it at least one more stream, one more session, and see how it goes then. And then we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, if anyone's been watching, I hope you've had fun and maybe learned something too. Until next time, farewell for now.